Hey there, and welcome to Dogs with Big Feelings. I'm Christina Young, certified dog behavior consultant, coach for dog lovers, and fellow guardian of dogs with big feelings. I help people go from frustrated, overwhelmed, and confused to confident, connected, and thriving. If you've got an over-the-top pup and sometimes wonder if you're the only one dealing with stuff, you aren't alone. And if you feel like you've tried everything and you still aren't sure how to help your dog, you're in the right place. If you're ready for more, check out Dream Dog, my program for people whose dogs are a handful. Waitlist is open now. www.positive.dog/dreamdog. Grab a coffee, give your pooch a scratch behind the ears, and let's dive in. If your dog has big feelings, your energy matters. In puppy classes, many of us were told to be exciting, be upbeat, sound happy. Maybe you were told to be more exciting than the environment, more exciting than that other dog, or sexier than a squirrel. And that's not terrible advice, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. We do want to be excited and happy and energetic when we want excitement and energy from our dogs. We can use our voices and our bodies. We can use our energy to affect our dog's arousal levels. And that is the key to training and to living with all of our big feelings dogs. When we're recalling our dog, when we are healing, when we are doing activities with our dogs that require arousal, that's when we want to be energetic. Use that voice, use that motion. But often with these dogs, we want to ask them to calm down, to slow down, to relax, to listen better. So many times I've been out with a student and I've said, ask your dog to lie down and settle while we chat. And they'll say, sit down, maybe give a cookie, and then the dog will lie down and our well-meaning handler will say, oh, amazing, good job. That is not the best time to use that exciting voice. We still want to provide feedback. We still want to provide reinforcement. But this would be a time to slowly and gently put a treat on the ground for our dog to eat and say, good, nice, stay, excellent. Low energy when we're wanting low energy from our dogs. When we want them to be calmer, that's when we use our Morgan Freeman voice. I used to say use Eeyore, but Eeyore's depressed. And I don't want you to be depressed. Morgan Freeman's voice is deep, rich, and velvety. That warm baritone, that relaxed, gravitational quality. It's calm and it has authority and wisdom, and it just makes you want to stop and listen. He has measured pacing. He speaks slowly and deliberately. And he doesn't rush. And it's gentle. Despite the authority, it's not forceful or mean or scary. It's smooth. It's soothing. And it has this implied trustworthiness to it. There's something about the way he speaks that conveys reliability and sincerity and just a safe space. And that's why he's the go-to narrator for so many different things. So with our dogs, sometimes we want to be exciting. Yay, woohoo, yes, let's go. Pop, 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 pop. And sometimes we want to say, sit down, good, nice. And learning the difference there, learning when we want to be more exciting and when we want to be a bit calmer and more soothing, that's a big part of training dogs who have big feelings. In addition to our voices, consider how we're delivering those treats. Are you moving your hand fast to your treat pouch, trying to get your dog that treat before they break position? That energy matters. Slow down. Move your hand slowly. Part of training our dogs is training them some patience. Training them to stay in low arousal. If we're working on a low arousal behavior, like a settle in this context, it's important that we keep our arousal low as well. As soon as we start moving quickly and racing to get that treat to them, we are going to increase their arousal again. Slowly get the treat, slowly put the treat on the ground for them to eat or in their mouth or however we are reinforcing them. Now, if we want more energy, we would go quickly. Maybe we even toss them that treat or roll it for them to go chase it. That energy matters just as much as our voices. And then there's how we are moving our bodies. How quickly are you walking? Are you in a hurry to get around the block? That energy, that arousal, affects our dogs. If we want a faster walk from our dog, a more engaged walk from our dog, yeah, let's move fast. Let's do this. Woohoo, let's go. Ready? Let's cross the road. Over here, hand touch, heel. You can add whatever cues in there make sense for you and your dog in that context. That's high energy, high arousal walking. But if we want to take our time and let our dog sniff and relax, if we're looking for a decompression walk for our dog, or maybe a calmer walk for our dog, so that they can learn to be out in the world in lower arousal, then it's important that we slow down. Slow down how fast we walk. Slow down how quickly we move. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Practice those things when we're out with our dogs, because all of these pieces come together to affect our dog's arousal levels. Having the self-awareness about how we use our voices, how we deliver treats, and how we are using our body all makes a huge difference when we're training our high arousal dogs. If you watch great trainers, it seems like this just comes intuitively to them. But these are skills. These are skills that trainers have spent years refining. And these are skills that you can learn too. We can help you learn these things. It just starts with awareness. Knowing whether we should be exciting or calm depends on a lot of factors. It depends on our dog, where their arousal is. It depends on the environment. It depends on what we're going to ask them to do next. There's no one-size-fits-all answer for training. And depending on our dog, we might use our voice more or our bodies more in different situations. When we add our body's energy, there are a lot of moving pieces, and it takes some time to really get the flow here. But when you do, it's like a dance. It becomes like a partnership with your dog. It's just an amazing feeling. Now, yesterday, I worked with quite a few dogs, all high drive working dogs, and some of them struggle with big feelings or impulse control. The first one was a beautiful young dog, needed help with healing. As soon as he retrieved a treat, his focus would shift from the handler to scanning the environment for fun things to do. Typical adolescent. Lovely, lovely little dog. This dog had a beautiful settle. He had such a good off switch. I haven't seen many adolescent working dogs who could just chill and relax like this dog could. His person did an amazing job working on all the low arousal stuff. But for healing, we need more arousal. Healing is a very hard skill. To ask our dog to heal past another dog or a kid on a skateboard or a fun place like a lake where they might want to go swim, we need to increase their arousal, increase their energy, and switch their focus to us for that. That wouldn't be a low energy time. So for him, the key was using our voice, changing how we deliver the treat, and using our body to increase energy, keep that up for a very short time, and then dismiss him back into a low energy release of some sort. Then bring him back up, practice that, building up the duration. Another team I worked with yesterday had the opposite problem. This dog was amazing with her attention and could pay attention to her person and do all the things for as long as was needed, but struggled with the lower arousal things. What do you mean downstay? What do you mean down on me call? And so the balance was off in the other direction with this one. And we worked on using our body, using our voices, delivering the treats in a lower key way, in that Morgan Freeman way. So down, sit, rather than sit, down. Once we had those behaviors fluent under low arousal, we could start increasing the arousal and training our dog how to respond to less exciting cues like a down or a stay, even when the environment was fun, even when we were in high arousal situations. Now, if you are part of Dream Dog, I am going to go into a lot more detail on these two cases about exactly how we did that. That'll be put up on our private podcast. And remember, teaching dogs to regulate arousal isn't just about bringing them down. We want to bring them up too. How we use our voices and our body to cue our dogs is just as important as the actual cues themselves. Regulating arousal by increasing it and decreasing it is a skill set that'll allow us to take our dogs out in the world and do really cool things, even if they have big feelings about dogs, about bunnies, about kids on skateboards, or just about life in general. Don't forget, I have a free webinar, July 15th, all about arousal with our big feelings dogs. If you can't make it live, I'll send you an email with a link to the recording. And that's a wrap for today. Thanks for being here. Life with a big feelings dog isn't always easy, and I'm really glad you're part of this community. If this episode helped, share it with someone else who's in the trenches, and head over to positive.dog for more support. And when you're ready to go deeper, check out my program Dream Dog. It's built specifically for people with dogs who have big feelings. Join the waitlist to be the first to hear about our next enrollment, www.positive.dog/dreamdog. See you soon.